Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. One man has died in a fiery explosion in Pulaski County. Federal officials are now on scene trying to piece it all together. Jessica Umbro has the details.
Crews responded here to the 200 block of Hidden Crest Drive in Somerset around 10 a.m. to reports of an explosion, which has now left one man dead. In a press release, Sheriff Bobby Jones says they found a garage behind a home that was destroyed by an explosion, which caused damage to other parts of the neighborhood as well. The cause of the explosion is believed to involve fireworks and other material inside the garage. While crews were responding, there were many neighbors who looked on, some getting emotional as the investigation unfolded. According to first responders on the scene, the garage is down the hill behind the homes on Hidden Crest Drive. The neighborhood, which is just off Highway 27, was blocked off from people other than residents and emergency personnel from coming in. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is leading the investigation, while the sheriff's office is investigating the death. In a press release, Sheriff Bobby Jones said that there is no longer a threat to the public, but he does urge people to avoid the area if at all possible. He does say as the investigation continues, if debris is found, to return it to the ATF or to other local law enforcement organizations. In Somerset, Jessica Umbro, WKYT.
You can stay up to date with the latest news surrounding the explosion on WYMT.com or the WYMT News app.
Well, it's a warm evening out there. We have temperatures generally into the 70s, 73 in Hazard, 77 in Manchester, 77 in Harlan. We are 76 in Clintwood, 70 in Pikeville, 76 in Prestonsburg, 78 in Jackson, 76 in London. Of course, we have our cooler spots out there right now that recently saw a shower or thunderstorm late this afternoon. But really, as we go into tonight, we'll continue to see the threat for some scattered showers and storms across our area, as we're going to have those overnight lows tonight into the low to mid 60s. So it is going to be a mild night across our area. We look at tomorrow's breakdown, and well, showers and storms, they're going to be likely, as we're going to have high temperatures into the mid 70s. We'll start out at least with some scattered showers across our area with temperatures into the mid to upper 60s, climbing only into the low to mid 70s into the afternoon, but we'll have the widespread shower and storm activity take over for the afternoon as well. So really going to be a rainy day for tomorrow. We look at the weather timeline, scattered storms for tonight, storms likely for tomorrow, and then more scattered showers and storms as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We've been talking about the chance for some severe weather Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll break down that full forecast coming up.
The 150th Kentucky Derby is one for the history books, and that includes sports betting. Churchill Downs says wagering from all sources on the Kentucky Derby Day program set an overall new record of $320.5 million. Last year, Churchill Downs on Derby Day saw $288.7 million in bets, making this about $32 million difference. All betting sites also saw an increase this year. $446.6 million were bet across all other betting sites other than Twin Spires, the official betting partner for the Derby.
Well, this is the annual coming together of all the friends of old friends.
Folks filed into Old Friends Farm for their 19th annual homecoming event, celebrating retired thoroughbreds that now reside here at home in the Bluegrass.
It's a great way to end the exhilaration of the Derby, is to come to old friends, and having just a new hero in Mystic Dan, now we can go and remember all the heroes that we've celebrated before and all of them that live here.
With a bluegrass band in full swing and sizzling barbecue nearby to snack on, folks had the chance to participate in an auction of racehorse memorabilia, even some famous stallion halters, all to help support the care of horses that call Old Friends Farm home.
And so it's a living museum here. It's a comfortable retirement and a living museum for great racehorses, because we think all racehorses are great.
And with the crowd coming from all over the world to visit, some visitors even held special memories from watching the retirees back in their glory days. Joe and Susan traveled from New Jersey for the 150th Derby this year, but made plans to visit the oldest living Kentucky Derby winner, Silver Charm, right here at the farm.
Silver Charm won the Derby on May 3rd, 1997, which is a memorable day for us because that's the day we got married.
But we actually watched the Derby before we went into our reception.
But to the attendees, the homecoming event showed off something even more special than the horses themselves, but their stories preserved through proper care and retirement.
You got to respect these horses, they're champions, they're athletes, and so it's good to see places like this preserving horses and saving the horses and open to the public so people could see them.
At Old Friends Farm, Alexa Minton, WKYT.
Community members in Clay County gathered at Eastern Kentucky University's Manchester campus for the annual march, which started 20 years ago. Clay County March Against Drugs is about 1.5 miles and spotlights a serious problem that has left a major impact in Clay County. One of the organizers of the first march, Ken Boland, says it was a way to show community support and serves as a way to celebrate those seeking help.
This event is not a vitriolic event. We're not here to beat our chest and say, we're the greatest. That's not what this is about. What this is about is celebrating people who are recovering and have recovered and will recover as a result of the efforts coming together through the march, through Operation Unite, through all these organizations that are starting up to bring people from, addiction to sobriety and to peace with God themselves.
The march started at the Manchester EKU campus and ended at Rollins Stinson Park. We will have more on the march tonight at 11. Hundreds gathered at Harlan Baptist Church for not just the Harlan Independent Schools choir concert, but the last one for longtime director. Marilyn Schrader worked in the school system for 54 years and is now retiring. Schrader was the longtime director for the Musettes, the high school girls choir, and directed the boys choir for the last 5 years. Alumna Missy Bianchi says she has impacted many of her students throughout the year.
The Harlan Independent Music System without Marilyn Schrader there. She has been there for 54 years, and for her not to be part of that, it's just hard to wrap your mind around. But she has certainly blessed so many people throughout her 54 years.
Towards the end of the concert, boys choir and Musette alumni surprised Schrader with music, messages, and more. Coming up at 11, we will hear more about the impact of Miss Schrader. It's that time of year again. Art fairs are beginning to pop up across the state. In Lexington, dozens of local artists took to the street this morning for a block party. For Local Lex Market, the event is more than just a chance for artists to sell their work. As Samantha Valentino shows us, it's an opportunity to build a community.
Local Lex Market is made up of about 75 crafters selling their products in one place.
People come in and just present what they have to offer. It's a lot of local artists.
Carrie Morris is the event coordinator for Local Lex Market. She says the shop quickly becomes a home for the artists.
We really express community over competition. We want to make sure that anyone who is interested in becoming a crafter, that they have somewhere to bring their things to be able to sell to the public.
Sunday, those products poured out into the market's parking lot for a block party. Dozens of artists and vendors set up shop outside, including Dave Failing with Georgetown Originals.
We hand make all these items. We got jams and pepper jellies, all made by me. I make the leather totes and purses, and we collaborate on handmade teddy bears, and my wife knits and crochets baby clothes and baby blankets.
Failing and his wife do a little bit of everything. This is their first year at the block party, but it won't be their last. For Failing, the customers are what keeps him coming back.
The enjoyment that people get, I let people taste my jams and pepper jellies. I give them samples of it. And to see the expression on their face when they is blown away with the flavors.
It's interactions like those that make Local Lex Market proud of their work, bringing so many different artists together.
All the effort that each of these people put into just bringing their stuff out to display, and everyone has a great time here. And we make a lot of good friends, and it really does bring us all together.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
Today was the second block party of the season at Local Lex Market. The event is held on the first Sunday of every month from April through October. Coming up, we'll show the impact of the longest standing symphony orchestra member is making in their community.